Yeah, 5 minutes will start, guys. Just 5 minutes, okay? So in 5 minutes we'll start the session. Good morning, guys, everyone. Am I audible? Please
Yes,
respond. Okay. So, guys, my name is Samir, and I'll be your faculty for this. So, let's begin the session now, everyone. So, guys, let us see first of all what is Azure Data Engineering. So, guys, the Azure Data Engineering, guys, Azure Data Engineering. What is Azure Data Engineering? So when we talk about the Azure data engineering, guys, the Azure data engineering is nothing but, so let's try to scratch from the bottom itself. Okay, everyone. So what is Azure? Everyone, Azure is nothing but it is a name used by the Microsoft. Everyone, what is Azure? Azure is the name used by the Microsoft, guys. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft. Where, guys, where Azure is a name used by the Microsoft. Like, guys, you have a Chrome store is there. Everyone, Chrome electronic store. Yes, guys, Chrome electronic store is there. So actually, Chrome electronics. Okay, Chrome electronics is there. So actually, this Chrome is, guys, this Chrome is okay. Owned by whom? Actually, this is owned by the Tata Group. Am I right? It is owned by the Tata Group. That means Tata is marketing their electronics, okay, with a name called what? Chrome. Am I right? With a name called what? Chrome. In the same way here, guys, Azure is marketing, that is Microsoft is marketing their cloud services. Microsoft is marketing their cloud services with a name called what? Azure. With a name called what, guys? Azure. With a name called what? Azure. So Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. What is data? What do you mean data, guys? Data is nothing but what, everyone? Information. Data is nothing but what? Information. Where engineering is nothing but, guys, techniques. So we can say application of, guys, engineering is nothing but what? Application of techniques. Application of techniques. Where to apply? The application of techniques on the data. The application of techniques on the data by using the Microsoft Azure. So application of techniques on the data, okay, application of techniques on the data by using the Microsoft Azure is called as Azure Data Engineering. So when it comes to the Azure Data Engineering, it is the bunch of, what is that, guys? Cloud services. It is the bunch of cloud services. That means many cloud services are intact into the Azure. Okay, guys, cloud services. It's a bunch of cloud services, guys. What is that? Azure Data Engineering is the bunch of cloud services. It's a bunch of cloud services. What are the cloud services, guys? We can say these are the cloud services. We can say ADF, which stands for Azure Data Factory. And then we have what's it, guys? Azure Databricks ADB. And then we have what's it, guys? Synapse. We have what's it, guys? Synapse. Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks. Then we have the Synapse, guys. And after the Synapse, Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, Synapse. Then we have what's it, guys? Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks. Then we have a Synapse. Then afterwards, we have the AI. Okay, that is, we call it as what? Azure AI, guys. Azure AI. Okay, Azure AI. And then we have what's it, guys? Everyone, Azure AI. Then we have Azure Machine Learning is there, guys. Okay, machine learning. And then we have the even OpenAI, guys. OpenAI, Azure AI is different, and Azure OpenAI is also different, guys. Okay, likewise, we have many more cloud services are there, guys. Azure Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse, OpenAI. Then we have the next one as what is it, guys? Azure Fabric is there. We have the Azure Fabric. Azure Fabric. So these are all the bunch of the cloud services intact. So together, all of them comes under what's it, guys? Azure Data Engineering. They all comes under what? Azure Data Engineering. So using the Azure Data Engineering, what are the tasks we can perform? We can perform the following task by using the Azure Data Engineering. What are those, guys? Yes. What are the things we have it, guys? Everyone? Yes. It's a chat GPT one. Yeah. So guys, what is it you have it? So the cloud, that is nothing but the bunch of cloud services. So using these cloud services, we can perform the following task. What is that? The first one we can say, guys, data migration. Data migration. The first one is called as what? Data migration. data migration can be done by using the Azure data engineering. Then we can say, guys, data, okay, integration. Data migration, then we have what's that? Data integration. Then we have what's it, guys? Data summarization. Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and then we have what's it, guys? Data visualization. Okay, so these are all the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure data engineering. What are those? Using the Azure data engineering, we can perform the data migration, data integration, data summarization, and data visualization. Now, guys, let's try to understand all of them. The whole story starts from this point only, guys. Okay, the whole story of the data engineering activity starts from this point only. So what is a data migration? Let's try to understand this first one. What is data migration? Okay, so I'll just explain you all of them. Okay, guys, because this is the source for everything. So without this, you can't understand the data engineering activity. So guys, let's see what is a data migration first of all. These are the four different activities which can be performed by using the Azure data engineering. So what is a data migration? So before we go ahead with the data migration, first of all, tell me all of you, what do you understand if I'm using the word called migration? Yes, guys, normal English word, migration, migrating. Yes, moving from one place to the another place is called as migration. Am I right? Moving from one place to the another place is called as what, guys? Migration. Moving off one place to the another place is called as migration. Am I right? So we go to US. That means what, guys? We go to USA. That means what? We are migrating from our place to United States of America. Okay. In the same way, guys, data migration is nothing but moving of the data from one place to the another place. Moving of the data from the one place to the another place is called as data migration. What exactly comes under the data migration? So under the data migration, you have two things from where the data is moved. That is nothing but first of all is called as what? On-premise. Is called as what? On-premise. First of all, it is called as what? On-premise. And the second one is called as what, guys? Everyone, cloud environment. First of all is called as what? On-premise, and the second one is called as a cloud environment. So let's try to understand the basic difference we have between the on-premises and the cloud environment for more understanding. What is an on-premise system and what is an cloud system? Let's try to understand this, guys. So for this, let's take an example, everyone. We all use the mobile phones. Am I right? Do we use the mobile phones, guys? Everyone? Every one of us are using the mobile phones. So whenever you buy a mobile phone, by default, you will get the mobile phone with the default storage inbuilt. What is that? Let's say you have a 512 GB of the data storage in your mobile phone. Along with it, along with it, you will get the processing speed also. That means let us say 8 GB. That means the processing speed of your mobile phone is 8 GB and the storage capacity is 512 GB. That means you can store the data in your mobile phone. Guys, that means you can store the data in your mobile phone up to 512 GB. Now, let us say that here, even after having 512 GB, you have, you have clicked some pictures, photos, etc., etc., in some camera, and now that is amounting to 900 GB data. You have clicked in, guys, you have clicked in some camera, and that camera has a total data of 900 GB. Now my question is that, can we store this 900 GB data in your mobile phone? Not possible. Why? Because the capacity is only 512 GB. Am I right? The capacity is only 512 GB. So here the total capacity is 512 GB, whereas you have 900 GB is the data to be stored into this mobile phone. So it is possible? No. How to store this? For that, you have to expand the memory of your mobile phone. That means by adding up some, guys, SD card. By adding some SD card, guys, scan this card, you will extend the memory. You'll expand the memory of your mobile phone. Let us say you have added the 100 GB, 100 GB scan disk card you have added. So now the total capacity of your mobile phone comes to what, guys? Comes to what? 612 GB. That means you cannot store beyond this point. That means the total memory allowed in your mobile phone is 612 GB. The total memory allowed in your mobile phone is what? 612 GB. That you cannot store it. Okay. So, but the data which you require to store is 900 GB. So, what to do? Again, you have to buy a new device. Am I right? You have to buy a new device. So, again, spending money behind buying the new device and all these things, we have to do it. So, in order to avoid that, what is that we do, guys? Tell me now. When you have lot of data to store, when you have lot of data to store, and the mobile data or your mobile memory is not sufficient to store that data, generally we try to store the data into the Google Drive. Am I right? But you must be getting it out. What's that? The Google Drive provides only 15 GB. 15 GB is actually free, guys. It's free. Okay. Whereas whenever you want to store beyond this 15 GB, whenever you wanted to store beyond this 15 GB data, whenever you wanted to store beyond this 15 GB data, you have to pay the cost. You have to pay the cost, guys. Am I right? If you pay the cost, you can store up to whatever in gigabyte you can store, in terabyte you can store, in petabyte you can store, any configuration you can store the data into the Google Drive as well. Am I right? So whereas, guys, whereas generally when you have a very massive amount of data to be stored, we go for storing the data into the Google Drive rather than storing the data into your mobile phone. So this process of, guys, this process of moving your memory or moving your data from the on-premise, that is from the data from the mobile phone, guys, mobile phone to the Google Drive. This process of moving the data from the mobile phone to the Google Drive is called as the process of what, guys? Is called as the process of what? Data migration. It is called as the process of what? Data migration. This process of moving the data from your, yes, guys, this process of moving the data from your mobile phone to the Google Drive memory is called as the process of what? Data migration. It is called as the process of what? Data migration. Now, guys, let's come to the advantages of data migration. What are the advantages? The first one advantage, I can say, guys, the first advantage is what? Unlimited storage. Unlimited storage. That means there is no limit for storing the data, guys. There is no limit. Yeah, there is no limit for storing the data. There is no limit for storing the data. Whatever the volume of the data you want, you can store unlimitedly. That is the first advantage. And the second one is what, guys? Accessing of data. There is access of data. Access of data. Okay. Access of data without the physical device. Accessing of data without the physical device. That means you have stored the data in India today. Tomorrow you left for US without carrying, guys, without carrying, everyone, you left for US without carrying your device. So you have stored into the Google Drive. Can you access this data stored in the Google Drive from USA? In fact, without the physical device, you can access the data, guys. Am I right? And the third reason is what? Security reason. Though you have many reasons, I can say security reason. So now from this point onwards, the moment you store the data into the Google Drive, the security responsibility is taken care by whom? By the Google Drive. Am I right? By the Google Drive. That's not your responsibility. Google Drive will take care of your security of your data, security of your data. So hence, because of these, some of the reasons listed here, guys, because of these, some of the reasons listed here, guys, we go for the process of what? Data migration. The whole world, the whole business is moving from the on-premises environment to the cloud environment. On-premises means what? Your mobile phone is the on-premises. Your Google Drive is the cloud environment, guys. But, guys, but if you have the data in, very massive, very huge format, at that time, what happens here, guys? Instead of going to the Google Drive, instead of using the Google Drive, guys, we store the data into what is it, guys? Clouds. We store the data into the, of course, Google is also the part of cloud, but actually when you wanted to process the data or you wanted to make the changes on the data, for all these jobs, we go with the cloud provider or we use an engineering activity on the data. Whenever you want to apply the engineering activity, that is whenever you want to apply the data engineering, guys, at that time we require a cloud provider. So for that we use what is that? Azure as the cloud provider to perform the data engineering activity. And data migration is one of the data engineering activity, guys. It's not all, but it's one of the data engineering activity that is called as what? Data migration. So guys, I hope everyone is clear with the data migration. Please respond. I want your response, guys. Everyone, are you people understanding it or not? Please. Yeah, please. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir, understanding.
So the next one, What is it you have it? Data integration. What is a data integration, guys? So guys, today I'm not taking you technically. Why? Because this is the very first session and the demonstration. So where you need to actually understand the concept. If the conceptually the things are clear, then easily you can do it rest of the things. Okay, guys, what is data integration first of all? So guys, when you talk about the data integration, the second task, what is a data integration? Let's take an example here, guys. You have a Reliance Fresh is there. Reliance Fresh. So guys, in the Reliance Fresh supermarket, what are the products you get it? Almost all everything you will get it right nowadays. Okay. So can you see here? That means vegetables you get it. You get the groceries, vegetables, groceries, fruits, vegetables, groceries, fruits. Okay. Vegetables, groceries, fruits, and then you get, even nowadays you're getting clothing, and then you're getting the footwear. Everything, almost all everything you're getting into the supermarkets nowadays. Okay. So guys, now tell me, actually does Reliance Fresh produces or manufactures or crop or cultivates the vegetables? No, na. It takes from the vendors. Does they manufactures or does they produces the groceries? No. Does it produces the fruits? No. Okay, they don't cultivate, they don't crop the fruits as well. Does they manufacture this, the clothing? No. Does they manufacture the footwear? No. So all these are from what? Third parties. All these are from what? Third parties. So now Reliance Fresh is into the, that is nothing but Reliance Fresh provides all these products under one roof. all these products under one roof for facilitation of the consumers. For the facilitation of the consumers. For facilitating the consumers, the Reliance Fresh, guys, the Reliance Fresh provides for facilitating the consumers, guys. So for facilitating the consumers, the Reliance Fresh provides all these they provides. Am I right? For facilitating the consumers, the Reliance Fresh provides all these. That means for facilitation of the consumers under one roof, they have gathered the all products from various sources and kept under the one roof. Let us see. Reliance Fresh consumer store is there, and this is in Mumbai. So, guys, in Mumbai, everyone. So, to access the Mumbaikars, okay, to access the Mumbaikars, all the products under one roof, the Reliance, guys, the Reliance Fresh has provided all. Am I right? The Reliance Fresh has provided all to access the same. That means the Reliance Fresh in their store, okay, takes the vegetable, gets the vegetables, groceries, fruits, clothing, footwear, and whatnot. Everything will be provided under one roof. Am I right? So this is a type of what is it, guys? Integration. This is a type of what, guys? Integration. That means almost all are provided under one roof. That means for whom? For the facilitation of the consumer. So as the consumer comes in, he should able to get it all the products which is needed for the daily life, which is needed for the daily life. Okay. Okay. So for that, he need not go here and there. So for facilitating the consumers, so guys, the Reliance Fresh will gather all this under one roof. So this process is called as what? Integration. This process is called as what, guys? Integration. In the same way, guys, in the same way, this process is called as what? Integration. Integration process. In the same way, guys, in the same way, here you have what a data integration is there. What do you mean data integration? Data integration is nothing but, guys, data integration is nothing but gathering of the data under one roof. That means one data, here, the data can be kept at very different locations. So some data is in USA and some data is in Singapore. And some data is in Australia. Okay, so etc. So the data is located at different locations for facilitating the user to access this data and work onto this data. When it comes to the data, it is called as user, guys. User of the data. So the user should able to access this data and use this data for their purpose. Use this data for the purpose. So now, guys, so this process of gathering the data under one roof is called as what? The process of what, guys? This process of gathering the data under one roof and providing it to the user is called as a process of what, guys? Data integration. It is called as what? Data integration. Is called as a process of what? Data integration. Okay, guys. So now I hope everyone is clear with the data integration as well. So migration is clear, data integration is clear. Now, guys, the very important factor which comes here into the picture, that is called as what? Data summarization. What is data summarization actually? Okay, so let's try to understand what is data summarization. You have it. Now, guys, let's take an same example of the supermarket here, guys. Everyone, let's take the example of the same supermarket. Now, guys, everyone, this is the Reliance Fresh, where the Reliance Fresh consumers provides all under one roof. Everyone. Now, guys, actually, your task of the day, everyone, your task of the day, everyone, your task of the day, your task of the day is to prepare a vegetable curry. Your task of the day is to prepare the vegetable curry, guys. You have decided to prepare a vegetable curry. Now tell me, as soon as you have decided to prepare a vegetable curry, guys, you have been to the Reliance Fresh supermarket. Now tell me, after going there, What are the products you're going to purchase for preparing the veg curry, guys? Tell me now. My question is that you have decided to prepare a vegetable curry today, and in practical, guys, you have decided to prepare a vegetable curry. So now, as you want to prepare this vegetable curry, you will go to the Reliance Fresh supermarket and tell me now, what are the products you are going to purchase there? After going there, what are the products you're going to purchase? The Reliance Fresh is very nearby to your home, just next lane to your home. So, guys, once you have been to the Reliance Fresh, are you going to buy all the products or only those products which is required for preparing the veg curry, guys? You're going to buy only those products which is required to prepare your veg curry. Now tell me, are you going to buy the footwear? Everyone, please tell me now. Are you going to buy the footwear? No. Am I right? No. Are you going to buy the clothing? No. So are you going to buy the fruits? No. Grocery, of course, oil, skills is required. So you will go for grocery as well. Vegetables, in fact. So now, guys, out of all the 5 products which are available here, you are going to buy only those products which is required to prepare your veg curry. So I can say vegetable is the first there is a product, and second is the grocery you're going to buy it. Grocery is the number 2. Am I right? So now, guys, out of all the products available into the supermarket, you have shortlisted only 2 products to buy here. You have shortlisted only 2 products to buy. This is called as what, guys? The process is called as what? Selection of products. Am I right? This is called as what? Selection of products. That means you will select the products. You will select the products which is required for achieving your present task. Am I right? Your product is selected. You have selected and got them built, and got them home as well. Got them built and got them home. So once you got them built and you bought it home, so will you start eating them as it is, guys? Will you start eat the vegetables and the groceries as it is in the raw form, or you need to perform some process, guys? Please tell me now. Everyone, are you going to eat the vegetables and the groceries in the raw form, or you need to perform some process? Yes, you need to perform some process. Without that, you will not be in a state to do, guys. You will not be in a state to eat that, because as a human, we don't eat the raw food. We don't eat the raw food, guys. So what is that process you will perform? You'll perform the process as what? Cutting, chopping, cleaning, or washing, finally cooking. Am I right? This is the process. So now, guys, using this process, can you see it? This in this process, using this process, you will change the form of the vegetables from the raw form to the cooked form. Am I right? From the raw form to the cooked form. So first of all, you will perform what's it, guys? Selection of products. Then after the selection of products, you're going to perform what's it? Cutting, chopping, cleaning, washing, cooking, everything you will perform it. So now, guys, can you say this process as what? The process of transforming? Yes, guys? Transforming? Of course. Transforming. Of course, this we call it as what? Transforming process, where we change the form of the products from the raw form to the cooked form. And once the cooking is done, finally, what you will do, guys? Eat the veg curry. Am I right? So for the purpose of eating the vegetable curry, guys, okay, for the purpose of eating the vegetable curry, guys, you have performed all this task. Your task is to eat the vegetable curry. For this process, you perform the all these tasks, guys. The same thing if you perform it on the data, guys, then it is called as what, guys? The same thing, if you perform it on the data, this process is called as what, guys? Extraction of data. Then the next one is what, guys? Extraction of data, then transformation of data, then loading of the data. Loading of data. So here we can see, guys, what's that? Extraction of data, transformation of data, extraction of data, transformation of data, and then we have what's it, guys? Loading of data. Loading of the data is nothing but putting the final layer of the data, guys. That's it. So whereas this process, in short, we call it as what? ETL. So which we call it as what? ETL process, guys. Nowadays, there is one more technique which is introduced called as ELT. That is extraction, transform, extraction, load, and later transform, guys. Okay. So now these are the two techniques which are available here, and it is supported by the Azure. Okay, guys. So what's it? This is called as what? ETL. And this is called as what, guys? ELT. Okay. Now, guys, once it is done, so this process of performing the process of extraction, transformation, and loading of the data, guys, it is called as what? Data summarization process. That means summarizing the data. Summarizing means what, guys? Cutting short. As per the requirement, cutting short. So, guys, you must be reading the books, everyone. You will get the summary at the beginning of every topic. You will get the summary paper will be there, wherein the summary paper describes what is the story is about. Am I right? The same thing, the data summarization is a process where we cut short the data as per the requirement, and we get only those records which is required for processing of the data, which is needed for processing of the data. That's it, guys. So this is called as what? Data summarization. And now, guys, the final layer of the data engineering activity, that is, we call it as what, guys? That is, we call data visualization. So I'll explain you very simple method, guys. Suppose you have prepared the vegetable curry. Okay, guys, you have prepared the vegetable curry. Okay, you have prepared the vegetable curry. But let us say you have prepared, guys, let us say that you have prepared two vegetable curries. How many? Two vegetable curries. Vegetable curry 1 and the vegetable curry 2. You have prepared two vegetable curries. And you called one of your friend to eat this. You called one of your friend to eat this. Now tell me, after he eats the same, will he talks about the taste or not, everyone? Please tell me. Will he talks about the taste or not? Yes, guys. You have prepared two vegetable curries, and you have given it. You have called one of your friend to eat the same, and you, like, let us say he has consumed the same. Now tell me, will he talk about the taste? In fact, so how he will say? He will compare one vegetable curry with the another vegetable curry and rule out the difference and taste, and also says the quality of the that is nothing but taste of the vegetable curry. So now unknowingly what you're doing there, comparing one curry with the another curry to take a decision. So ultimately here, guys, comparing the two situations, comparing the two different type of data to take a decision. This is called as what, guys? The process of what? Data visualization process. This is called as the process of what? Data visualization process. So wherein the data visualization process is called as what, guys? Has two attributes. What's that? The first one is called as a data analysis, which is done by the data analyst, where he compares the first one with the second one and takes a decision and rules out the difference. What is the difference you have from the first to second situation? Am I right? Whereas the second one is called as what, guys? Data science. Data science means what, guys? Data science is done by the data scientist. So guys, what is data science? Data science is applied and done by the person called data scientist on the future. On the future. That means, can you see here, guys? If you have 2 day sales is there, can you see here? Your product ID, or else let us say date of sales is, and the, can you see here, net sales amount. Date of sales is, let us say today, 14th day of 04/2025. This is the date of sales, guys. Let us say 10 lakhs here. And here 13th day sales is also there. 12 lakhs. Now tell me, if you compare, tell me now, 14th day sales with the 13th day sales. So to rule out which day sales is more, guys, what you will say? Because you have 2 records, you will say 13th day sales is more than the 14th day sales. Am I right? Very simple. If you have 1 lakh records, can you make it manually? No. For that, we go with the what? Data visualization processing. That's it. And the next one is, guys, what is data science? Suppose you wanted to know what is the 15th day sales. Now tell me, 15th day has come here or not? It's a future for us. Tomorrow is a future for us. Am I right? Tomorrow is the future for us. So how to do it? When this is the future predictions, what would is the expected sales amount you may get it tomorrow? What is the expected amount of sales you may get it tomorrow? This is called as what, guys? Future prediction. So now the future predictions is done by, what is it, guys? Data scientist. Is done by whom? But done by the data scientist, guys. That is called as what? Data science. It is done by the data scientist, guys. It is done by the data scientist. So now, guys, these are all the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure data engineering. That is called as what? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. Wherein, guys, as a part of this course, we are going to see the ADF, ADB Synapse. This is the generalized thing, you have it. And then apart from this, the specialized tools and the specialized services, we are going to see the AI and the open AI, guys. AI and the open AI along with the fabric. Along with the fabric. These are the features we are going to see in this course. Okay. That is nothing but I'm going to take all this. That is called as AI and open AI. Okay, guys. AI and open AI. And the comparative difference between the AI and the open AI, which one is more advantageous, and what is the machine learning. Okay, what are the techniques we apply on the machine learning, how to design algorithms using the machine learning techniques. Okay, then how to use these all onto the fabric application. These all we are going to see as a part of our course, guys. So here the duration is straight away, guys, 90 days. 90 days will be the course duration you will have it, guys. Okay, and that's it. And when it comes to my experience, I have around 10 plus years of experience into the IT. And since the past 4.5 years, I'm working onto the cloud technology. Prior to that, I have worked on various technologies, including the on-premises ETL and everything. Okay, so that's it, guys. And classes will start it from tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. you will have the batch time. Okay, guys, 10 a.m. will be the standard batch timings you will have it, guys. Okay, that's it, guys. So any questions if you have, you can go ahead and ask me now, please. Yeah, any questions?
And ML will be covered in depth or on superficial level.
See, the algorithm will be designed and it is integrated. Machine learning, up to what part it is needed for a project implementation, that I'll show you.
Okay, and sir, do we need PySpark also in order to learn ADB?
PySpark, we are going to cover as a part of our session. ADB, we are going to see on the PySpark itself. ADB, we are going to see on the PySpark one. The PySpark is covered into the ADB itself. You not learn anywhere separately, the PySpark. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, all these are part of Microsoft Fabric, right?
Yes. All these are the part of Microsoft. We can apply the same on the Microsoft Fabric application.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That's it, guys. And tomorrow you'll have the session.
Sir, what about job opportunities? Like those who having already experience of 2 years in different domain like RPA. I'm from RPA domain, trying to
That's
switch to
robotic process automation you're talking about.
yes.
So you can just fill up your experience more on the AI part and go ahead on this on the Azure data engineering with the AI feature. That will be the more likely the same thing you have it on this RP as well.
Means in RPA I worked on UiPath mostly
Okay.
and Power Automate one project I've done, but I want to switch to this Azure Data Engineer because like right now I have seen that OpenAI model O1 Mini. Like
Mm-hmm.
it is doing RPA job within say minutes with one prompt.
Mm-hmm.
Like how it like I'm not very good at coding actually.
So basically, this coding is very minimal in this. You will not have much amount of coding into this. Generally,
Mm.
you will not have at all, okay, because this is a highly advanced one where you don't need actually the coding part. Nowadays, coding is, come has,
I heard there's something called like Python and PySpark is most important. We have to
yeah,
be pro
PySpark is
in
there,
that.
but actually the PySpark has also some shortcut methods to use it. So where just you need to know the basics of that, which will be covered here. So rest
Okay,
of the things you can take care. That's not a big deal. So, as coding will not be a big deal. You can do it very easily on this because you will not
okay,
have the coding as you do it in the Java, .NET like that.
okay.
Very simplified one.
And what about like job opportunities? Uh,
Right now, the demand is for data engineering only. Now, the trend is going on for the data engineering. Obviously, very good opportunities in the market now.
means you will be teaching only Azure or you will be teaching GCP as well.
See, basically here, right now, I'm just taking up the Azure only. And GCP AWS integration, I will tell you, one or two exercises will be there, not more than that.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Mhm. So that's
Thank
it,
you.
guys. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So we shall meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you.